one.
Does anyone go
Hawaiian
vinyl
have like
forward?
2 muskets?
I don't
Hawaiian has
know.
all the muskets.
Okay, I'm a little concerned about my internet not being good enough to at least screen share, but
Hold on.
it's up.
Hold on, Loon. Open your map and look where I am. I'm gonna ping 2 things.
What are you doing over there?
Hold on. No. Look. Hold on. 2 things. Right? This is the ocean.
Uh-huh.
This is the corruption.
Okay.
Pain.
That brush fucked up our opening. Words.
Oh no, I'm washed. I'm completely washed. I don't remember how to go overhead view. Is it?
Go back to up, like the map, like the
Oh
map,
wait,
or maybe it's down. Yeah, and then you press.
that's so weird. What? Wait,
You get it?
but I'm pressing the right one, or like I'm putting it up and it's not. But like when I do the bottom one, it does. Can I not be in?
Yeah. So the
free
first,
cam?
the top one is the objective POV. Once you get to here, you just have to press in the right stick.
Right. No, this is what I wanted though. This right here. At least to start.
Oh, you just wanted the. Oh, you press it. You press it in again then. If
Yeah.
it's already in the free camera. Press it again.
I'm very clearly washed at this though.
It hasn't been that long.
I know. Okay.
Oh. I have been here because fucking Tenor teleported to me and made the giant boss appear.
I don't like our fights
Oh
in
my
the
God,
start
why
because
would
they're
I do
really like, you see exactly what happens. Like the Charger is playing super aggressive. That when we poke for stuff mid, like the Charger gets a pretty free pick. Red, I think you just go a little too far left here. Like we want to stay behind the block if we can, or close to there. For this opening, just because this charge is trying to play like specifically for what you just did.
Yeah.
And then like Tenor going right there is good. I like us building something off left here, although someone needs to be up with wings. Okay, red is perfect. Just got a little too close. And it falls apart. Wow, that's quick.
Oh. In my defense, I 90-30'd the Octobrush on my screen.
Yeah, the brush should have died here, but what happened front?
I don't know. I was too busy with the brush.
You just get zap diffed? No, zap dies.
Doom
Oh, okay.
Sculpture, I'm pretty sure.
The only comment I have on this is, other than this is just us like losing the fight, is you guys are like super stacked on top of each other, and that doesn't help. Cause like look, Dooley can look in one direction and hit both of you here, or like, you know, pressure both of you, I guess. Whereas if one of us is like more towards the block, we'll have a better time fighting this. But yeah, we shouldn't be like fully stacking. That goes for both these fights actually. Where like we're both Tenor here and Loon, like you both are very much on top of each other, and then like same thing. It's not as extreme for Wings and Red, but like notice how when Red comes back here, notice how like the Octobrush can cleanly just kind of transition from Wings to Red, and like that's why you die. So I think both those fights are taken poorly. Like I think it's gonna be hard to optimize both those, especially like Red coming in and jumping in. Like you don't have too much information, so optimizing those is gonna be tough. But like this is why you're losing these fights here. And then Loon should just jump. Okay, this is okay. Red should look to jump too. And then Tenor as well. Like we're definitely holding on to this too much. Like we don't have anything going for us here. The only thing we do have going for us is Red's pick right there. Like after that, everything that happens after that, like everything is settled now. We need to just retake. But I get why you would go for like this play on the right and stuff to try to salvage even more. But it just ends up like being even more rough for us. Retake's gonna also be like super tough against good teams, so sometimes I think it's also just better not to risk it if you can.
That's fair.
Okay, and I also really don't like how we immediately took all of our attention off of up front here. It is sort of timing, but like you can see how they're looking to push in once we pop our specials. Like they start moving as soon as the chumps are out. But we immediately take all of our attention off of ramp, and because of that, like they just move forward here. Okay, we clean it up though. At least we keep looking at it. Like after they come in, like Tenor's BI there is what helps clean it up really well. So let me go back and look at this fight. But like I guess ideally we also don't want to have to be using Booyah here. Like we don't want the fight to be settled in our base like this, because like look at how many resources that we've used to put like onto zone, right? We have the chump out, we have the zip out. Both of those are resources used on zone, and they are just like they're no longer important when we let the enemy push up all the way to here, because now we have to use Booyah to like bring this back. And like yes, we have our zip up, we have our chump up, but like they have not affected zone nearly enough because we're like super split with our attention here. Okay, I like that we looked bottom right. Red has to just back up here or move right. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, I mean we just lost though. We definitely also had a lot of bad jump-ins too. I think the easiest way to play this is to just be more like open to just resetting, like completely resetting the position and going back, because when we jump in like that, like I don't think it's gonna be helping for us like mentally. I think it's just like, okay, we just gotta keep playing fast and like try to get something off this, but we weren't able to really do it. And once that happens once, like it's just time to slow down. So the Charger especially is like looking for those types of plays from you guys, I think.
I feel like those plays happen more in the second game with us like running into the Charger. I think we kill them.
No, there's definitely a point in that game where
Yeah.
it happened. I think it
More
has to
than
do with.
once.
I think it has to do with partially what you just said, like kind of being too clumped while taking a fight. I kind of mentioned it earlier as like I think we need to like it's not like Tenor. Tenor said that like where it's not taking space like effectively and like quickly enough at some points, which I did agree with, but I think it's also because we're stacking up on each other while we're trying to start taking some space, and it's causing like we need to like be like taking different angles.
Right, so not only is that like harming your guys' fights, but it's also harming like how much space you're taking, I guess. And so maybe that's why it feels that way a bit. But I think even beyond that, like us resetting first in some of those scenarios would have helped with like our pace as well. Like it would have brought our pace back to like a more natural state, because it didn't look like we were very synced up after like after that first jump in and after Red got that kill and played the right side after the first like push. It just looked pretty bad in terms of like general team direction, I guess. Okay, so this my only issue with this is Wings, you reposition and like it doesn't like the thing is I really don't think this dually is a threat to you as much as it seems like it is. I don't think they are, because remember it's tickle weapon.
Yeah.
And both your teammates are also there to deal with it, so like you're gonna take some chip for sure, but it's not gonna kill you. Then yeah, like you should be able to just kind of tank the damage. Oh,
but
okay.
I didn't have one, so I was like, I should back.
I think we should also like when doing this opening, we should be a little more prepared for them diving at us like this, because like if you look at the map during when we're pushing, like you can very easily see what we're going for if anyone. And you know, maybe this isn't done so much like at the lower level of like plus, but these teams are going to be looking for like at least some opening rollout, you know, but like it's very obvious what we're going for here. So That's something to be mindful of, that like we do need to be prepared to be like countered, you know. We're not going to be able to just move immediately right through everything, I guess is what I'm saying. And we can do the same sort of thing, right? Like if we see someone coming right quick, like we can prepare for that with our map. But yeah, the only other thing here is like red's in a tough spot. Okay, ideally we have the call on the wiper being left. I can't tell obviously from this, but it doesn't seem like the call was heard at least. And from there we just try to jump out. Tenor, I think you're also overcommitting here. With that being said, though, there isn't too much for you to do like otherwise. So, like after this happens, if you're close to Booyah, just start farming for Booyah. Like you've lost your opening here, and there's no point in trying to salvage it though. Like I think this just is making it worse. If we try to dive something like this and stop them from scoring.
All right.
Because
yeah, I don't really know what. I just feel like I just need to be fighting stuff all the time because I feel like on 10 I could get away with like, yeah, I don't need my like. I could like play around my special, and S plus it's just so slow that my special is more of just like a happenstance instead of something I'm actively playing for.
Okay. Because I think,
which I know is bad. I just don't know how to like fix that, or if I do, you know.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so the main reason I also say like I say that we shouldn't really be trying to commit to anything here is also because like when you go, well, our team fights kind of happen in waves, right? And when you get desynced like this, like you have absolutely no influence over the match at this point, right? But like this is when we need you the most. When red is also here, when Wings is chipping up, like this is when we could use you to also help like push back, but we just don't have you here.
Right.
So like your weapon is going to be like the thing is, yes, it is like extremely slow, but like that's not something that's going to be fixable with you just trying to like always like play for a super fast pace. Like I think there are going to be times where it will be like super helpful for you to be moving up as quick as you can and stuff, but like that's ideally with the team most of the time, rather than just on your own. Okay, but yeah, so this happens, and like honestly our retake here is really strong with what we have. The greats are great. You maybe take a little bit of unnecessary damage just because you're not playing your like full extent of your range red, but like you still do a great job with that. And we deal with dualies too, which is the only other problem. I don't like this red because even before you contest this, you're contesting the charger, and this is just bad. Like this, it's not something you can approach. And your team loses. Like this is a very key moment too. This fight is very important because the charger's just trying to remove your momentum here, and like a lot of that comes from you, red, because like if you die in this position, like all of left, now we have to retake again. And then so you die, right? And now they have left side a lot more covered than they would have if you had at least stayed alive and waited for the team a bit more, like or just chipped from further back instead of trying to close the gap. Tenor does take the left side though, so it's not that much of an issue. It's just like ideally I think we hold the position that we already have and like settle with that. That way our retake onto left is cleaner. And to top mid too. I will say though, I really do like the way we kind of capitalize on this. Like at least we are as a team kind of looking at what red is doing here, because I think we play this pretty well, and this is like a great time for us to be moving forward, like what Tenor's doing here, and like the position that they play, like we maneuver around this really well. I don't know how I feel about committing all the way left. Like I think Tenor at this point you should look back towards mid, because you've already kind of achieved Red's goal, which was to keep pushing up on the left side and like actually, you know, get it. And then from there, like the main problem is mid here, and it's gonna be really hard for you to tell, but like any callouts from Loon tell you that like that there are players mid, I guess. Okay, but we still stabilize here. Like, this is pretty good. We're just obviously down in points right now. These are great chumps too. Okay, so these are great chumps, but we don't capitalize off the main thing that they do here, which is separate the left side from the right. You see on the left here, these chumps, like Caden commits, and because Caden commits, like, this is a free kill for us. But unfortunately, it's just Loon here. All we need is a burst bomb from like 10 or something to close this out. But again, we don't seem to be very aware. And that's the main thing too, Wings. Like, you have to look at where you're chumping, because like look at this, right? You chump for this left side, and then completely ignore like the benefits the chump is giving you, I guess here. Like, you chump for the left, and instead of looking for who's like separated, it's almost like a strike in a way, except I guess a little less impactful. Like, instead of looking at where the chumps are basically going to be moving people to, you take the right, and like and no one is affected on the right side by the chumps at all.
Yeah, I did that because I thought that my fronts would be fighting left with the chumps, so I was like, I'll watch the off angle and right. I didn't say that, but that was my thought process.
That makes sense. And so now, like, now ideally Loon isn't even in this fight, you know? Like, we could most definitely have something going for us a lot better, but again, here even we're super separated too. And it's because we haven't picked a fight to close out first, I guess. The coordination's not really there. Okay, so we're again looking for left. This is a great kill. We're gonna need some more help on left. We get that. Okay, a couple issues here. Problem is I don't really see how you'd be taking this fight otherwise. I think the zip is a little awkward because of how Tenor wants to play here. So like, look at how Tenor is trying to secure this left side red.
Yeah,
you're zipping for right, but yeah, it's just like even if you do move people here, it's not gonna do much for like the fight that's being committed to right now, I guess. Like, you're again kind of, or not really again, but like, this is just a general team issue where we're not really focusing, I guess, one fight at a time in any sort of scenario. It's always a lot of more like individual focused 1v1s than it has to be, I think, here. And like, that's part of it too. Like, ideally we have some sort of idea of what we will of where we want to push here, like whether we call for like, okay, I just got to pick left, let's try to help me left or something, or well, whatever it may be, you know. Ideally it's just wherever we get value first, right? So because Tenor got this left side value first, I think we should be looking to play off of it a little more than the rest of the team is. Like, really no one else looks here with Tenor, when this could be a great fight for us as well. I also think this is a really bad time for Wings to reposition too, because Wings, you're going back as the fight is like starting.
Yeah.
You can see it a lot here. Like, this is time where, for example, if Red did zip to the left, this is a perfect time for us to like, for you to be contesting the right side, or in this case where Red is zipping right, it's a perfect time for you to be helping chip left. But you do move back here at a time that really is awkward for the rest of the team. Okay. Unsure about the calls there. You're picked off. And again, this is a moment where and I do this a lot too, actually, where we just don't have Tenor for like the main retake here, at least in the beginning. which is really difficult for us. Like I think we're just trying to come back too quickly from like a negative situation, I guess, and like trying to create value when there is none to get. Because like a lot of the times when you're dying tenor is in 1v3s in like these sort of scenarios, at least. It is good practice though, I guess, to like take those.
I shouldn't be practicing in a tournament set, and no, I usually will not anticipate to win one of those.
Yeah. This
How do you guys
is
chat, by the way?
Enter.
You figure it
Enter.
out. Enter? Okay, great.
I don't know how I feel about this yet. We have very little control. Yeah, and like Caden gets a lot further than he should be here too. You can kind of see here like just the power of dually squelchers. I never thought I'd be saying that, but they're able to like really move here just because like yes we have the chumps, but the space hasn't been taken yet, and so they move through. And this is like a really good play by them too. Like they're getting a lot done here. But at least we do deal with it. And then at this point we have to just give quite a bit of it up. Yeah, I don't mind this play by red. I think this is pretty good. Only thing is again we are like super split here. Like red is going in as we're backing up, so it's like it's a little awkward because like no one is really in the position to help red, or at least like get the trade if red dies. Red loses the 1v1. And I think that's where you guys are losing a lot of your value. I mean, sometimes it's going to work out, but other times it's not, and that's when it's really bad. This is pretty good. This is more what I'm talking about, I guess, with the 2v1s after like splitting with chumps. That was pretty good. Okay, and yeah, like this is literally the first time that we've had something going for us here, and it's because our retake was both like fast acting. Right. Let me even go back a little more. Like we acted very quickly after red did get the pick. This was great. Let me show you. So red got this pick. Crab is done. We start moving forward. Maybe we're a little slow, but like tenor is far up, but like at a good pace, I'd say. Like Loon should be following somewhere a little closer behind. Not on top, like I said, but definitely trying to be a little more active in the fight here, just to begin with. But I mean, other than that, like you guys do act pretty quickly here. Wings, that's a risky position. The charge is really looking for you. Okay, and I don't like this. I don't like this because it's the same sort of thing where we're just not in positions to take space or like to push here. So like what I see wrong with this is, okay, one, we have like I think the best positioned player right now is probably like tenor. But like Loon, you're playing pretty far back after this cooler. Like look how you stay top here. And then not only that, Wings, you are in a spot where you have like a decent chunk of the position like under control, and you have some sight lines, but you are constantly threatened by this charger. Like this charger is getting shots that like could actually hit you, and not only that, but like you don't really have a way to back up, or like you're not in a position that you can really anchor in, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then like as for red, like we're just not really expecting the right side. Like red, it is really good that you're right side, but like ideally we have like Loon also there, someone anchoring, maybe like maybe Wings is on this box or something else is also there to help us. But like we're just not in this position. I don't think we're ready for a push. Like this doesn't look like a push material to me, just like from here. Because like look, immediately what happens, right, is this right side gets taken under control, partly again because we weren't expecting the right side, but also because we like Wings, your position you have to move out of, and you do notice that, but you notice it too late, and that's when they start moving in too. Like you notice here, you get pressured, even though you're cooler than things, and you have to move. And by the time you actually are moving, like everything is already happened. Like you have to go much further back than if you were already like actually anchored down. And then also Tenor here is trying to commit to a push that just like I said, it's just not push material because of like this kind of stuff where we're not prepared for the right, we aren't anchored, and Luna's a little far back as well to like deal with any sort of like actual paint control that I guess matters. Like Tenor's feet aren't going to be painted by Lune here, for example, although it doesn't really end up mattering in this case, but I don't think Lune is in too good of a position either to really support anyone, I guess. And so the push falls apart a lot. I think a lot of that does come down to not really being in an anchored spot though, just to begin with, and then like everything else happens after that, I guess, like because everything else to me isn't a mistake unless we are like in a position to push, but there we're just not. Okay, hold on. We gotta go back. Okay, this is great pick by Red. So Lune, I think you're a bit like unaware of just the fights that are going on here. You should be in times like these where we are being pressured back, like where we are I guess both, one, you're cooler, and then two, you're also like the enemy is going to be moving forward, right? And that's the perfect time to be looking for like mistakes, or I guess just overextensions from the enemy. When you're cooler like this is perfect time to be just looking for plays you could make to help. Now you do have a ball, but I think like looking for this right side, or even looking for the zap a little, like committing to the fight on the zap here, which I think you know about, would be beneficial. One of the two. Because like you play top mid here, but you're very like you're still, even though you're in the middle of everything, you aren't really looking for any sort of like fight, or like I guess you're just not looking to like play with the team in terms of like fighting here.
I don't even know how I missed the wiper. That's my bad. I probably should have looked the wiper first and then the zap. Honestly, I don't even know how I let him cross and killed Wings like that.
Yeah.
I should probably just, honestly, I've been like thinking about just like if I accidentally make another ball, just like getting rid of it, because but it was pity. I think I picked up pity by accident, so I was
pity?
like, yeah.
So you think you're maybe a little concerned? You were like in your own head about like the ball and stuff, or like just objective maybe a little more. Okay. Like the only other thing that I see from like all of this really is that we definitely are missing some calls, or like either that or some calls are just not being made or something. Because like just beyond the entire like us not really being in positions to push, or us being like a little disconnected, like just like on its own, we definitely are missing some calls here, or something related to that is happening. Okay, so we have not much going for us here. I gotta go back actually and see this. Only thing I noticed so far is that we are funneled into this corner right, which is difficult. Okay, this is great though. And we noticed that we can get something done here. So this is actually another big one, I think, where we're not in a position to push. A lot of the reason because we haven't, like Wings specifically hasn't taken a position yet. And this one I don't think is as much of Wings' fault. I think Wings, I do think your chumps out though are not good, because then it does make us like look like, or it does kind of tell the team that like, okay, now we do need to be moving, but like you aren't ready to move yourself, I guess, or you're not like ready to hold down or like chip anything. when you pop chumps. So, but like I see what you're doing here. Like here, to me it looks like you are like you're trying to you wanna move here, and the quickest way you think you can get value is from the chumps, and like and like you do want to move, but you're just not in a position to do so. You kind of notice that too. Okay. This is great. We have good stuff here. We need to move more left though. Okay, again, notice we are repositioning as we're going in. I don't think it's like, I don't know. I'm just, it's a pattern I'm noticing right now. I don't know exactly like how influential it is, but it's definitely something that like we should have a position here before like Tenor moves in ideally. That's not something I really noticed before, but it's something I'm noticing now. And then also like we are definitely just kind of leaving ourselves. I mean, this map kind of sucks in that way where we only really have the push or the choke to push from, but like we need to be taking a couple more angles at least here. Like it can't just be everyone kind of like in this line. And then it also can't be this disconnected too. Like there's just not really anything going on here other than us being like both super clumped and also not really clumped at the same time. Just disconnected, I'd say. I think a lot of the way we solve this is maybe by playing off of this left kill a little more. Like notice, hold on, let me go back. Maybe even further back actually. Was it? Yes, it was. Let me go a little further back. You guys get the pick here on this player left, and maybe that's a decent time to start moving from left pit. Like normally I would say not retaking from left, or like from not just dropping to pit, but like you guys have a good play here. I'm trying to see if I can get it. Is it even further back? Oh my god, it's even further back. Okay, maybe not then. I'll go back and see though anyway. See if there's anything you can do there. No, I went too far back. Okay, so here... when Tenor comes down here, notice how we get the picks here, and then we choose to not play off of left, or at least not like far left. We do try to drop to pit, but yeah, this is okay. This is what I was thinking of. So this is also a lot of the reason, like we kind of just have to do this push as well, which is also part of the reason why I think our push after is so weak. But a lot of that does come down to like I think the chumps being used and us like maybe diving too far. I think you do have the right idea though of like Wings and Loon for like trying to drop left here. That's why I pointed it out. Like we should maybe be considering like after winning this fight on left pit, we should be considering like dropping left here. Just not in this sort of way where we are like forcing a push to happen immediately and also like backing up. I think you should just be playing more of like the bottom pit by the green pillow, or like a little further front up if red can hold it down. But like red shouldn't be necessarily like up fighting up by the box or anything yet, at least until we can get Wings into a better position. But I think here we're just a little too quick to try and go for stuff as well. But like their charger is really good. Their charger is like ready to punish you guys. That's a big thing too. Like moving them is difficult. And then like I said, that's also why I think this push goes pretty poorly, is because like at this point, right, we've had our opportunity to set up left and we didn't take it. And then even like before this, honestly, we could have taken a couple more angles as well. But I think that's a big thing where we had our opportunity and now we've lost it. And because of that, like everything gets more difficult for us now because we like kind of messed up our opportunity. And like at this point we are playing for left too late. I don't think there's too much to salvage from here. Okay, you guys get some great picks though. So we're back in. The enemy made some mistakes there too. Wow, okay. The rest of the team is not really ready to help. Tenor does come in though at a good time. And the Charger's just bullying us. We also don't really have any specials, like we don't really know when to settle here. Most of the times you guys are just kind of losing here because the Charger's just like picking you guys off when you guys are in good spots. Like the best thing I think we can do is notice that like, okay, we don't, I mean, scoring, getting to 12 is going to be almost impossible here, but we do have some time to like, to reposition and we don't have to keep pushing all the way up here. I think that's the only thing I can really say about this though, other than we just need to take it a little slower after we regain mid. Because like this fight is great, right? But like the zip it's committing too much. Tenor here, too much as well. Like we're just not ready. That's all. And then you know Wings is also trying to like make stuff out of that because we're all trying to play so far up as well. And so then obviously there's nothing Wing can do here. Yeah, the rest of this doesn't really matter. Okay. And that's it. That's all I got. So a lot of it was definitely like maybe it's from lack of playing together too much, but there definitely are some like coordination issues. I'm not too sure. Maybe it wasn't as much of a problem against like a team that had a super punishing like Charger, for example, because like Charger what was I gonna say? Just because like the picks Charger was getting like in those games at least was like super, it was super like off-putting, I guess, and like unexpected. So maybe maybe the coordination wasn't as much of an issue for like other teams, but it definitely seems like an issue for a team this high caliber, I guess.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think the other main point that I touched on was that our angles just aren't really solidified when we do go to take space. Like whether that's Wings moving as we start to push up, or that's maybe we haven't taken like the left side, or we haven't cleared an angle, I guess. But that seems to always be, or that seems to be an issue quite a lot as well. And then I guess the final big thing was us just not knowing when to like stop and give it up, I guess, or settle, whatever you wanna call it. But this is a tough team. Like Bandit was clearly just like playing really well, and Bandit's a great Charger, so it's gonna be difficult for you guys to deal with, obviously.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
You guys have any thoughts of those games?
I wish I was warmed up. That would have made it maybe a little bit better.
Wait,
but
did you like hop in late or something? I wasn't keeping up with.
I had gotten home like this, like as the last set was getting food and stuff. So
I just felt like. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. That's my bad.
So we ran 2v2s for like 5 or 10 minutes, and that was my warm up. So.
No, I just felt like the whole like taking angles thing was like, I don't know what it was, but it felt really bad tonight. I kind of noticed.
I feel like it's been bad in
too.
general, but yeah, today I felt like.
Right, I mean, it's gonna feel really bad when like we're all taking the line angle against the Charger, you know, like Charger's just staying top mid. It's something I talk to Chai a lot too, like, and something that like I think literally everyone's a victim of is like a lot of times these situations feel bad because what happens beforehand is the deciding factor on whether your life is going to be really easy or like really difficult for what happens after, I guess. Like to some extent, I guess Splatoon is fair, and then it becomes very unfair quickly depending on the decisions you make and stuff like that, and you have to just kind of deal with that. But yeah, like I guess what I'm saying is that a lot of times if you don't know like what went wrong, it usually just, or like what you could have done better, it's because something went wrong beforehand.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, good enough Splatoon.
You should join us on Terraria.
Terraria.
Yeah. I've never played it before.
Oh wait, did I stop recording?
Still, why are you in hell?